Chapter 3. Later in the Turtles' sewer headquarters, April and the Turtles discussed what to do next.
Splinter will be fine. He just needs rest.
The Shredder must pay for this.
Leonardo looked at Splinter.
Stay with him, April. Come on, guys, let's find that Technodrome.
Meanwhile, the Shredder had used the Technodrome to burrow into an abandoned mansion somewhere downtown. He looked intently at a portable screen he had set up in the house.
So, my surveillance has picked up something that may prove quite useful.
On his screen, the Shredder could see and hear two men. One was an inventor named Baxter Stockman. He was trying to sell his latest invention to the owner of a pest control company.
You see, just as a rat follows its nose to the cheese, my mouser robot will follow its nose to the rat. Nothing will stop it. What do you think?
Are you nuts? These things would put my pest control company out of business. Get out!
The Shredder got an idea as he watched the scene.
This could be the solution to my own rat problem.
A short time later, the Shredder was lurking outside the pest control building as the discouraged inventor came out.
Baxter Stockman.
Another rejection. Nobody is interested in my mousers. Who are you?
Someone who wants to produce your mousers on a vast scale.
Well, it's about time.
Back in the sewers, the Turtles were bushed.
Been at this all day and no sign of the Technodrome. We have to keep looking. The Shredder must be stopped. And he's the only hope we have of getting our master returned to his human form.
The Shredder took Baxter back to the abandoned mansion.
Everything you need is here. You will construct a master control for the mousers.
In this dump?
Then Baxter pointed to the remote control he had with him.
But what's wrong with this controller?
Simple, Stockman. By morning, I will have constructed hundreds of these robots. It will take massive amounts of power to control them. Get to work!
Far below in the Technodrome, the Shredder went to work when there was a sudden interruption.
Analysis of robot complete. Ready to begin production.
Shredder, I want to see you.
Blast! Perfect timing as usual, Krang.
The Shredder went to see what Krang wanted.
Why are you wasting your time on mouse traps when you have not yet given me a body?
My problem is more urgent. Hamato Yoshi and his turtles will ruin us all if they are not stopped.
There would be no problem if I had a body.
This is my fight, Krang.
Saki, get back here. Those turtles have defeated you before, Saki. I hope you fail again and again until you have no choice but to give me a body.
The annoyed Shredder went back to work.
The mousers have been programmed. They will succeed where my mutants failed.
The Shredder looked at the dozen robot mousers gathered in front of him.
Go! Seek out Hamato Yoshi and destroy him.
Meanwhile, at the Turtles' headquarters, Splinter had woken up.
How are you feeling, Splinter?
Oh, a bit better. Saki gave me quite a going over.
Listen, I've got to go home for a while. Tell those turtle boys I'll be back soon.
Very well, April. Oh, I must meditate to clear my mind. Huh? What? A group of robot mousers broke through the wall. Splinter picked up a club. So, Oroku Sake is reduced to sending robots after me. Splinter fought off the mousers as fast as he could. Too many! Suddenly, the turtles swung into the room. My sons!
Heads up, Splinter, it's the cavalry!
Rock and roll!
A short time later, the last of the robots were destroyed.
What a mess!
Raphael picked up a broken Mouser and looked at it.
Where did these metal maniacs come from? Baxter Stockman inventions? I don't know, but I can practically smell the shredder behind this.
We must find this Stockman, and through him, find the shredder. I suggest we use April's skills as a reporter to help us.
Let's go!
The shredder was furious when he found out what had happened.
My Mouser's destroyed by those reptiles. They beat 12 of my robots, but they'll never be able to beat 1,200.
Meanwhile, the Turtles and Splinter had arrived at April's apartment. They brought along a chunk of Mouser.
What are you doing here? Did anyone see you?
We're looking for the guy who built this. His name's Baxter Stockman. We think he's working with the shredder.
April plunked herself down at her desk.
I'll access the news computer and see what we've got on Stockman. Not much. Here's his address. You guys go check it out and leave Splinter here to rest.
Okay, April. Thanks.
At the mansion, Baxter had finished building the master control.
It's done, and I'm leaving. I haven't slept all night.
Very well. Go.
The shredder turned to his footbots.
He knows too much. Put him out of the way.
Then the shredder looked at the hundreds of robot Mousers.
Now, my children, seek out Hamato Yoshi, the 4 turtles, and that newswoman, April O'Neil. Destroy them all!
A while later, a tired Baxter Stockman arrived home. He parked his van and climbed the front steps to his building.
Boy, am I beat. All those Mousers. That shredder must really have a thing about rats.
Suddenly, Baxter heard footsteps behind him. He turned around to see 2 footbots with their weapons drawn.
What? Now what?
The turtles were hiding beneath the steps.
Ready?
Surprise!
They leaped out and attacked the footbots. Michelangelo cracked his nunchakus into a footbot. Donatello shoved his feet into the other one.
Mr. Foot, meet Mr. Feet.
We're getting good at this bot kicking, don't you think?
The turtles then quickly tied Baxter to a lamppost so he wouldn't get away from them. Leonardo pointed to Baxter's Mouser control.
Let's chat, Pally. What's this thing?
It's a control for my Mousers.
Do you have any more of these Mousers?
No, but the shredder does. Hundreds of them.
Where is he?
I'll never talk.
Raphael touched the point of his sai and sneered.
Oh, no?
Okay. He's in an old mansion on Green Street. He's got a master control for all the Mousers there.
Green Street's all the way downtown. We'll have to take the van.
The turtles piled into Baxter's van.
Hey, Mike, I didn't know that you could drive.
Me neither. Cowabunga! Guys, has it occurred to you just how easily those Mousers found Splinter?
Yeah, so?
So if there are hundreds of them now, April and Splinter!
Michelangelo turned the van around and headed for April's apartment, but she and Splinter were already in trouble.
Oh, no! Splinter! Something's trying to eat this apartment!
April and Splinter tried to beat off the Mousers. April with a pan and Splinter with his club. I feel we are about to join our ancestors, April.
It's been swell knowing you, Splinter.
Suddenly, the turtles swung through a window and into the fray.
Mind if we join in the fun?
The building is shaking apart. April, guys, hit the ropes!
With a final bashing of the Mousers, the turtles, April, and Splinter climbed out of the window. They quickly hauled themselves up on ropes dangling from the roof of a nearby building.
Adios, tin heads! Give our regards to the shredder!
Using Baxter's information, the turtles drove to the abandoned mansion.
We've got to get in there and knock out the main control for the Mousers.
I agree.
Let's go!
Hang on. Don't you think that one turtle would have a better chance of getting in there?
Raphael grinned and slapped Michelangelo on the back.
Okay. Good luck, Mike. Don't forget to write.
You could have tried to talk me out of it.
Michelangelo slipped inside the mansion.
This is going to be easier than I thought.
The Shredder was pointing a gun right at his face.
Not so fast, Turtle Boy.
He tied up Michelangelo and then returned to his surveillance screen to watch the van.
So, they are all here. Good. Time to give my Mousers new orders.
Left in another room, Michelangelo struggled to get free.
Gotta get free and stop those robots.
He didn't see Krang's tentacles creeping towards him. Meanwhile, his friends were in danger too. More robot Mousers had surrounded the van.
Here they come. I hope that Michelangelo got the master control turned off.
Leonardo clicked Baxter's little remote control, but the robots kept coming closer.
They're still coming!
Back in the mansion, Krang grabbed hold of Michelangelo.
Don't move.
Huh? What the?
Krang untied the ropes around Michelangelo.
The room with the master control is one flight up. Go and destroy it.
Why should I believe a talking brain?
No time to argue. Your friends are in danger. Hurry.
Krang was right. They sure were in danger and were now on top of the van.
I don't have a good feeling about this.
Meanwhile, whirling his nunchakus, Michelangelo went looking for the Shredder.
Heads up, Shredder. It's party time.
What the devil?
Whoa!
Michelangelo leaped up to avoid the Shredder's gun and ran over to the master control.
Big man with a gun. Hit me with your best shot, Smiley.
As the Shredder fired at Michelangelo, the turtle dove out of the way, and the deadly rays hit the control panel.
Haha, sucker!
Oh no! The master control!
Back at the van, April and her pals realized what had happened.
Look, they're not moving. Mike did it!
Yahoo!
Hey, let's use Baxter's controller to give him some new marching orders.
One by one, the Mousers headed back up the hill to the mansion. Inside, the Shredder scrambled to get down underground.
I must get back to the Technodrome.
Hey, come back here and fight like a turtle.
Abruptly, the old building collapsed. The turtles ran over to the rubble.
Mike!
A pile of wooden boards nearly covered Michelangelo.
Oh no! Mike, are you okay?
Leonardo pulled away the wood, and Michelangelo sat up with a laugh.
I just love hide and seek, don't you?
Oh, now that we know he's okay, can I kill him?
Raphael peered into a hole in the ground.
I don't suppose I have to say this, but the Technodrome is gone again!
Oh, well, at least we stopped those Mousers.
You wouldn't believe the weird dude I saw in the house. A talking brain with squinty eyes and sharp teeth and...
As the turtles drove away...
And no, real, and it had these tentacles.
Michelangelo, I think that you finally had one pizza too many.